Hello, welcome to How to Draw Celtic Patterns. I'm your host, Jason Belchamber. And today I'm going to show you how to draw that little Celtic cross that has a lot of different spirals in it. And it's also somewhat of a mandala. What you're going to need is a protractor, a nice mechanical pencil or a light pencil, like a hard pencil, your pigment liners, an eraser, eventually your compass, and in order to draw a lot of the designs, I went to the hardware store, and if you can't afford one of the plastic templates that are usually about $30 with circles in it, go and find the largest washer that you can at your local hardware store for about 75 cents that has an inch or smaller diameter circle in it. This one's got a 2 centimeter circle in it. I'm using this side because there's a little bit of burrs on the inside, and that'll mess it up a bit, the pattern. So, what I want you to do is grab your pencil and grab your protractor and use your protractor to draw a straight line. Don't do it too hard because you're going to want to erase all of these pencil lines later on. Now, mark a square line. So we've got a nice cross in the center. Do this by eye. Figure out where a circle is going to be and mark your circle right in the center, like a crosshairs. Then, using this as the outside, just by eye, see another circle that goes down like this. Do one above, like that, and mark right there, like that, and like so. Now if you notice, we're starting to construct a really nice flower of life design. However, we're going to do a variant. I'm going to put two circles here. Let's go down here because it's a little easier for you to see out in YouTube land. So this and this part are going to be on the outer circumference of your circle. So I just see where they are, like that, and I put one right beside it, like so. See? Okay. Let's put another one at the top. So I want this and this to be in on the outer circumference, like so. Mark another one there. So this line and the outer circumference of this circle are going to be the outer circumference like this. Another one here. Actually, it's easier for you if we do this here, like that, and another one beside it, like so. It's starting to get really hypnotic. Now, mark where the halfway point, where you think the halfway point would be, by the line right about there, right? So I mark this here, and I'm going to be drawing a line out here in the middle of these two circles, because you'll notice they don't meet. There and there, just a light line there. I'm going to do another one here, so there's about the middle. There, here's the middle here. Now if you were plotting this on a printer, you could get something that's very static and very hypnotic looking. But we want something that's natural, because the Celtic artists that constructed this spiral Celtic cross on the bottom of the Rodney stone used templates, but they didn't have a printer. So we're going to emulate the same thing by doing it by hand. Okay, now what I also want you to do is mark where you think the center of the circle is, just with a little dot, in each of these outer 8 circles. Here, 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 here's something interesting. Imagine that the center circle is not there, okay? So that you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Each of the quadrants has 3 circles. And that's another interesting thing that the Celts were known for. Repetitions of 3s, or what are also called triskells. Okay, now, seeing as we've lightly scored the center of our circles, again, mark the straight edge here, and bisect that circle. Mark it here, and bisect this circle into 2 halves. This one here, this one here, this one here, that one here. Don't worry if they're not absolutely perfect. We want to keep this as a fun project. If someone's paying you to do a design like this, then by all means, take your time. But we want it to be fun. Alright, now it's getting even more pleasing to look at. Now, use your compass at the center. Oh, just going to erase that a bit. Okay. We want to break this into quadrants. So use your compass, come down to where you thought the center was. Like that. I'm just going to do it by eye. I know that that's sort of straight. Like that. That one's sort of straight here. There. Here. There, we've got it into 4 parts. This is the basis of how the Celtic artists at the time started to make it. Great. So now that you've got this, what we're going to start to do in the next segment is draw the spirals.